The President's Cup taking place back on U.S. soil for the first time since 2017, and it's all happening right here in the Queen City. WCNC Charlotte's Jane Monreal at Quail Hollow Golf Club as final preparations get underway.
There's plenty of activity as crews put the finishing touches on manicuring the grounds outside the Quail Hollow clubhouse, with different vendors also pulling up in their big rigs and other crews on golf carts. They're not the only crews, though, that have been preparing for next week. CMPD has been preparing for the last 18 months for the big moment.
Certainly we will have security out at the event. You cannot bring firearms into the event. Leave those at home. Don't leave them in your car.
And if you do have to drive, traffic is certain to be challenging starting beginning of next week, especially from South Park to Ballantyne.
Starting on Tuesday morning at 6 a.m., opening late in the evening, essentially 2 hours before gates open every single day, the road will be closed. Now that will have obviously impacts in and around Glen Eagles, but also on Park Road and Quail Hollow.
Major Brad Koch from CMPD says 40,000 guests are expected to be at Quail Hollow every day. In addition to traffic, the other big challenge is parking. They expect a lot of ticket holders to ride share to the course. There are also several lots where you can park and shuttle in.
Know that you do need to buy a parking pass to park at one of the satellite lots, but you can also always take the light rail down to the Scaly Bark station, and then we will bus you over to the course.
CMPD says they have ample staffing to patrol streets and the venue itself. Police are also prepared for President Joe Biden himself to drop in.
That will certainly add a new wrinkle. Certainly, if the president does come, we'd have significant traffic impacts, and we will make sure that we share that on our social media.
Well, not only is the President's Cup going to be taking place next weekend, but get this, Carolina Panthers are playing at home at Bank of America Stadium. Two major sporting events here in the Queen City, something to consider when you make weekend plans. At Quail Hollow Country Club, Jane Monreal, WCNC Charlotte.